When people first come in contact with AST, I want them to know that they're not alone in this journey. I want them to feel supported. I want them to feel like they have options, they have resources, and that there are ways to get through this.
Our programs support caregivers by being there. This is what I've heard from them. You know, you're here, someone I could talk to. That is such an important resource for people.
The reason I think AST has such a unique approach, and I have not seen this in other organizations, is everyone at every level of work here is interacting. We know each other, we see each other regularly. We're not siloed off with the CEO over here and everyone's down here. So that's a very unique part of this organization. There's a kind of a flattening of levels, and we all get to feel like we're making a difference with each other, and I think it leads to better results for our clients. For many families, having social work support might be the first time that a caregiver or a person diagnosed feels comfortable speaking out for the first time or sharing what's up here. For many caregivers, it might be the first time that they're sharing it in a safe, confidential way and in a way that they're understood. So I think at the very seed of it, that's what we're offering them.
Nobody teaches you what this kind of emotional labor is, being a care partner, caring for somebody with dementia until you're in it. A lot of what we do is we can't necessarily fix that stress or that anxiety, but we can certainly normalize it and help people understand that, yeah, this is a rational response to an absolutely horrible situation. The one-on-one counseling role, it's a lot of psychoeducation, it's a lot of strategizing and coaching and discussing different communication strategies and kind of demystifying some of the things people might or might not understand about dementia and about how to talk to somebody with dementia. In our group programs, I think, is where you really see the community of this place come out. And when it's just the members of the group talking to each other, sharing with each other, providing emotional support for each other, providing tips and tricks for each other. And that's to me, that's a wonderful success. And it's such a wonderful illustration of the power of community and what we're able to do in terms of bringing people together and accessing our services here.
Receiving a dementia diagnosis is really overwhelming. There's a lot of denial, there's a lot of stigma around it. I've spoken with people living with dementia and they're like, I don't even know what to do with this diagnosis. I'm still processing, I'm still figuring out what this means for me, what this means for my family. So just sort of providing that open dialogue and that validation is really important to clients. And also just letting them know that they're not alone in this journey is something they really appreciate. We try to be a one-stop shop for caregivers of people living with dementia. We have emotional support services for caregivers as well as for people living with dementia. So it could be a one-on-one appointment, or it could be in a group setting, for example, a support group. We also have a bunch of educational offerings. And lastly, we have some active living programs for people living with dementia.
When someone comes to Alzheimer's Society of Toronto for the first time, I want them to feel accepted. I want them to feel that there's knowledge here, there's people here for them, and I want them to know that they're in the right place. I hear people telling me they're really happy we're here for them, thanking me, emails. I don't even send all the emails of thank you I get to my bosses because there's so many. Every time I talk with them, there's a thank you, and you're great, this is wonderful, I need this.
I really believe that healing cannot happen individually. So healing as a community is what we do best. Even as a team, we're all so close-knit and cohesive. So yeah, it's definitely that community-based feeling that I get here at AST.
My goal in all of my work, no matter where I am in my work, whether online, in person, caregivers coming in here, I want people to feel like they are understood and that they feel more welcome here than they might feel in other parts of their life. Almost like meeting friends, and family. So that's really, in every interaction I have, that's always my goal, and I think we all feel that way as well.